All right, we did a fairly extensive configuration today, and we built it from scratch again and just designed it as we went. And this allowed us to take a look at static routes again and networking all the way from scratch, really what happens. And we looked into devices and used Wireshark and so forth. So here's what we did. We started off with the switch, and we talked, those red marks in there, but we talked all about MAC addresses and how this PC here could ping this PC here because they're both on the same network. And we talked again about the mask. We actually start the class off talking a lot about the physical connections. We kind of want to put that behind us. Patch panels, cables, why we do all that, and how it hooks up. And so we took care of all of that, and then we moved into our work here. So then we configured this, and we were able to ping the router locally. We called this one Mason City. And then we configured this side. There's the address. There's the address of the workstation, the PC, and we were able to ping that router. Okay? Then we went in and we went ahead and configured the addresses between the two routers. We called this one Waterloo, and we called this one Charles City. And then we were able to ping to here, and Mason City could ping Waterloo. And we know from enough of our previous work, there's no way the LANs could ping to each other. There's no way this LAN could ping this LAN at this point because we don't have any of the appropriate routes in the routers. And so here's how we managed it. We took Mason City and Charles City. We looked at those routers, and we decided in those routers to create a default route pointing to Waterloo. And another default route here in Mason City pointing to Waterloo. Because Waterloo was going to be, in the future, our connection out to the internet. We didn't actually complete that today, but that was our plan. Then in the Waterloo router, we created a static route pointing to the network, this 10.10.10.0 network down here. So we have a route pointing down to this one, pointed at the next hop, this interface here. And then we did in Waterloo a static route for the 10.10.20 network, which is on this side in Charles City, and we took it from here and pointed it at a static route. We pointed at this interface on this router. So now we have gateways going out, and we have statics back down in, and we then tested, and we had connectivity between all devices. Okay? So we're pretty good right now at doing the routes. We talked a little bit about NAT, kind of a sideline, and we also reviewed, again, the OSI model and what happens to the packets as they move through there. Okay, I should say what happens to the data. We reviewed the encapsulation, and we talked about that. Okay? So that was the work today. And I feel like we made a lot of progress in terms of getting some of the physical items taken care of and some of the fundamental things in chapters 1 and 2. And tomorrow we're going to talk then about dynamic routing. And so that's it for today.